there, man. He look like he about to do exactly what we want him to do.
I'm trying to be on right now. I have something special to do for you.
Some of my crypto dropped last night, and I lost thousands.
I'm having fun right now.
Listen, Keon.
Hey, y'all got the front door unlocked, man. Is that what you want? Y'all gotta talk to my wife real quick. Talk.
And there we have it. He said, I got to talk to my wife real quick. Talk. Welcome to Squirreltown Talk. It's your boy, Mr. Squirreltown himself. And tonight, we have the lovely actor, producer, singer, songwriter, Keldamuzik.
Hey!
What up, what up, what up?
What up, what up, what up?
Yeah, and she's... Skrills, yeah. So you're in the Bay Area, right?
Yep, I'm in the Bay, yep. Bay Area, baby.
Yay area. You know what I'm
saying?
Yay. Okay. So yeah, well, we're glad to have you on tonight. We really appreciate you, the opportunity to interview you. I'm excited about this. I know we kind of been going back and forth. I know you're busy. You've been doing a lot of stuff. I pay attention, so I see that you out here grinding, and I appreciate the opportunity because I know how busy it can be.
No, thank you. You know, I really appreciate it because I know you're busy too. You know, I've seen your page. You've been interviewing a lot of A-list artists, actors, and stuff. So I'm just like, okay, I gotta fit into this guy's schedule.
I know, right? And welcome to the Women in Entertainment series, because that's what we're doing all summer long. We started in May, and we're gonna go all summer long. So I appreciate you also for being a part of the Women in Entertainment series.
Thank you.
So let's talk a little bit about Kelda. I'm gonna go into your bio. Kelda Williams is also known by her stage name as Keldamuzik, aka Diva. She's an American artist, singer, songwriter, producer, EV host, writer, actress, and entrepreneur. Born in the Bay Area, known for her hit single Queen for a Night and Thirsty, which are both on her fourth studio album, Diva TV, that looks like it was released in 2010. She has toured internationally with R&B singer Lloyd, Kid Ink, and Jah Cure. Songs from her 4 albums have been featured on MTV's Real World and Oxygen Channel's Bad Girls Club. And then it says she extracts her entrepreneurial skills with TAMS, the world's flyest beret. Additionally, as a passionate communicator, Keldamuzik launched her podcast, Diva Talk Podcast, on iHeartRadio. Through this platform, she engages with listeners, sharing her insights, experiences, and conversations with the industry professionals. So, wow, that's a lot. And just to go into that, Keldamuzik, this is what she's done. She's toured in Tokyo with R&B singer Lloyd. The hit song Thirsty spent 6 weeks on the top 10 charts in Melbourne, Australia on Kiss FM. She toured in the Caribbean with reggae artist Jah Cure. Looks like she toured in Switzerland, and she promoted the tour with Diwali. And then it said featured in the film First Day, which is streaming on Hulu and Disney. Starred and then played How Black Mothers Say I Love You. I like that. And then she got a host of other things. And then it says has opened up for Kafani, Keep the Sneak, Adrian Marcel, and the Loonies. So yeah, you got a lot going on, Keldamuzik, man. That's what's up, man. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes. Big track record, baby, for an independent artist with no label, no machine. Been doing everything on my own. Yes, I still have people that work with me or that work for me, but
Hmm.
again, this is not a corporate
Right.
situation. This is a diva independent situation.
That's a diva hustle right there. That's what that is. That's a diva hustle. We just got us a new swag. Go diva
The
hustle.
diva hustle.
So tell me how you got started, like, and what made you want to get into this industry?
Yeah, so I've been doing this since I was a child. Uh, I was in acting classes, modeling classes, and I just kept going. And the music bug really bit me when I was a teenager, and
Mm.
that's when I started writing a lot of poetry. And I actually used to write on like binder paper, a whole bunch of just crap, and I would staple it together and call it a book. And I would show it to my family and friends, and they're like, "This is pretty good." And
Mhm.
so from there, that's when I started pairing pairing up words together, and learning how to rhyme.
Mm.
Because I like to call myself a lyricist, a writer.
Yeah.
I'm not a battle rapper. I'm not a freestyle rapper. I'm a
Mhm.
writer, and whatever whatever the writing brings me to,
Mhm.
that's what's gonna shine. So whether
Yeah.
it's music, film, TV,
Mhm.
the writing starts from what I want it to start from first, because I'm a writer.
Mm. That's
So,
dope.
yeah, I've been in this industry for a very long time, independently,
Mhm.
and my marketing and business skills really have helped me as well, and my
Mhm.
networking skills have helped me a lot. So, um, I've just been releasing music since 2005 officially, and I've been doing shows all over the world, music
Yeah.
placements. Sony Entertainment gave me my first placement on the film Please Give, starring Amanda P.
Mm.
And the song was called Wait Up, featuring my boy Lingo Star. And
Mhm.
then fast forward, I signed more deals with other licensing companies,
Yeah.
and next thing you know, my music's all over the Viacom networks. So
Wow.
everything just continues to grow and continues to spread.
Yeah. So I mean, I know it's, living in California is a different beast. I would always say California, New York, and possibly Atlanta. It's a different beast because it's so many people that are doing trying to do or pursue the same idea. So how
Yeah.
was it for you in the Bay Area, where it's all kind of legends out of that area? How was it for you as a woman or a young female at the time, breaking in this industry? How was it for you?
Very, very difficult. I'm from San Jose, so I like to say Kelda Williams was born in San Jose, but Keldamuzik was born in
Mhm.
Oakland. You know,
Wow. Yeah.
and it was just so funny. Like when I first moved to Oakland, or when I had the idea about doing it, my parents were against it. My entire family, they were all against it. My
Hmm.
grandmother, everyone. They're like, well, why do you want to move there? I said, well, wait a minute. Let's separate the rumors that we all hear about the city of Oakland, and let's think about the positive things
Yeah.
that happen in Oakland, as far as artistically, creativity wise. And that's how Kelda Music was born in
Mm.
Oakland. I started collaborating with a lot of real producers who know how to produce real music, mix and master and arrange music, and
Yeah.
help me understand what I'm writing and how to put that in perspective.
Hmm.
Um, so that's when Kelda Music was born. That's when I started releasing officially Kelda Music songs, and I started learning the ropes of the industry from people in the city of Oakland.
Yeah.
So the city of Oakland has really taught me a lot when it comes to arts and entertainment. And that's something I'll always be appreciative and grateful for.
So the scene because I mean the rap scene in the Bay Area as a whole is huge. How is the music scene, especially the music rap scene, for females in the Bay Area?
Well, now it's popping, right? Because you have so many female rappers all over the world that are coming out with music. So anywhere, not just the Bay Area, but just anywhere. It's all about who you are, how you present yourself, how you write your music, what you're writing about in your music, what choice of beats you use in your music, and what kind of image you portray to your audience. So whereas in 2005, 2008, 9, it was different when I was coming out because there was no female artists on the map.
That's why I was asking that. Yeah, that's why I was asking that question, because it was really difficult because people always, the question they would always ask, what are we going to do with you? How are we going to market you? How are we going to promote you? How are we going to publicize you? Like, we don't know what to do. Sure, you can rap, you can do music, you can write, you can do all these things, but how are we going to put you out there to the masses? To the point where people were like, I would get invited to LA a lot by different agents and managers and independent labels, and they're just like, oh, do you sing as well? And I'm like, no. And they're like, oh, because if you sung, that would be a really good marketing angle, and then we could blend in the rapping. But I'm like, I'm not a singer. I could sing technically, and I have recorded singing songs, but I'm not a vocalist. You know what I mean? So that's everything that I've been trying to tell people back then. And it was just really hard because people, they look at a pretty face, cute body, and they're just like, oh, when we think of female rappers, we're thinking of, someone who's extremely provocative. I mean, like, but, they want that's sophisticated, sexy,
right. And they're like,
Yep.
and you don't fit that. And I said, I'm not trying to fit that.
Right.
I'm trying to create my own lane. And they're just like, well, the market's not open for that. And I'm just like, but this is art. This is creativity. The market doesn't have to be open for anything. It's the fans that observe and witness what's going on, and if they like it, they gravitate towards it, and that's what becomes what it is.
So in that time period, like, knowing that it was hard for you, like, how did you manage to stay focused? And because, I mean, it still sounds like, I mean, we're here, you know what I'm saying? So you made it through the trip. Adapt or to that situation where everybody was not everybody, but a lot of people, music people were trying to push you in a different direction than how you wanted to go.
Right. So I just maintained who I am, right? I didn't let anybody change me. I didn't let anyone influence me. I just kept being who I am.
Yeah. Because
people love artists who are authentic, who are natural. And if you're not that, then you're just like a fly-by-night type of artist. You're a one-hit wonder. You know what I mean? Because nowadays, it really is all about if they like you personally. It's not even about the music anymore. It's about you. Your demeanor.
You gotta be marketable.
Exactly. Your charisma, your personality. And if people can't relate to that, then they're not going to really care much about you. You know what I mean?
Right.
So something has to compensate for the other. Either you're really outgoing, you're cool, you're fun, you're funny, you're humorous, or you make really, really great music. But with me, you get both.
Yeah. See, you both. You know, I like how you slid that one in there. Okay.
You
So
get both.
get a little bit of both. So my question would be like, how do you like young people like really getting into it? How old were you?
Musically, 19. No, sorry. 17.
So let's say 25. That age
17
range.
to 25. Yeah.
So what would you say artist or female aspiring actress, like how not to fall into the trap? We all know what it is. You know, I've been in this game since I was 14. We know how it goes. We know what they tell you, what you should do, how you should do it, what you might want to do, how you might want to do it. You know, what would you tell a female artist, actress, or something like that, like how not to fall into that trap? Because obviously you didn't fall into that trap.
I would say be true to yourself, continue to hone your craft, continue to study others, network with those who have been doing this longer than you, and be humble.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not any of those, then it's kind of like you're kind of winging this. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. You don't want to be winging this. This is not an industry to be winging anything. You want to have a plan in place.
Yeah.
Because like they say, if you don't have a plan in place when pursuing this industry, then you have to look at a backup plan. And if you don't have a backup plan and you fail at this, what are you going to do after that? So this industry, it's tricky, right? It's tricky. It's like a lottery. You either make it or you don't. However, there's certain ways of making it, and there's certain definitions of being successful in this industry without being a big name, but still making a living and being comfortable and not being super duper famous. But it's all about what your short-term goals are and what your long-term goals are. And if you don't have that mapped out as an entertainer, individual already, then it's going to be difficult, because if you let someone make that decision for you, then it really is going to be extremely difficult.
Tell like how you're and people the sneaks come out when well names like with them to be intimidated.
Well, when you look at yourself as a person who's on the same level as everyone else who is successful, you don't get intimidated. You don't feel there's competition. You don't feel any kind of starstruckness or anything. You know, this is you. You know what I mean? It's almost like you want to become a teacher, a doctor, a lawyer, or whatever, and you're in the room with other successful lawyers and doctors and teachers. You can't be intimidated because you plan to be like them, right?
Right.
So if anything, you need to you need to act like you're one of them, which you are. You're just, maybe you don't have as much money or publicity as they do on a worldwide scale, but you're doing the same thing that they're doing, and they were in your position before
right.
they became successful.
How shit.
I think it's going in and out. What?
Starting. Okay.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Got that. No. And how did you begin?
Yeah, so you know, I've always been in the showbiz industry as a kid, from reading, you know, different commercials, and memorizing those commercials. And, you know, I got caught up in music at the age of 16 or so. And from there, I just been observing other talented artists out there, noticing they're doing music, TV, films, producing books, getting behind other artists, creating their own fashions, their own fashion lines. And so for me, I just look at myself as the same thing. It might be on an independent level, but my determination behind it is the same as anybody else.
You hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay, yeah. Technology, man. I tell you, I swear, I can't stand. But what I was saying was, you were saying that you know, you used to be shifting into acting. So you figure. I was going to ask was, tell us about with the comedy and the show.
Yeah, so from just being in different short independent films, I've networked with quite a few different producers, directors, writers, and recently I've been filming The Hodges, which we showed earlier, starring Mario Hodge, who's a very successful comedian who's been, just turning it up when it comes to the comedy world. And so I'm just, you know, forever grateful to play his wife on the show. And that'll be hitting Amazon Prime later this year. Right now we have about 6 episodes in the can. That makes up 1 season. So after that, we'll be filming more seasons and hopefully distributing on different networks or different platforms.
So what for this year and going into next year?
Yeah, so I'm looking at touring overseas, internationally again. I'm not sure exactly when. We're working on it right now. We're actually working on getting me to Senegal in December.
Wow.
Yeah. Shout out to Send Tour Bookings. They're trying to bring me out there in December for their film/concert youth festival event. So we're working on that right now, and hopefully it happens.
So, so now going to the connection. Let's look at. Okay, you back. Okay, here we go. So you toured in Tokyo, you toured in the Caribbean, you toured in Switzerland. Um, I think I saw something, another one too. So, did you
Oh,
did you hear what I, did you hear my question?
I didn't get that part. No.
Yeah, I said I was telling them about the Tokyo, the Caribbean, Switzerland. I was like, what is it like touring overseas?
Oh, it's always amazing touring overseas. The fans out there show you so much love. Like they don't care if they never heard of you. They don't
Mm,
care if it's a bigger act attached to you or whatever. They're just happy and like appreciative for entertainment in front of them,
yeah,
to perform in front of them, to not be shy or intimidated by them. Um, they're just really supportive overseas.
okay, yeah, that's definitely.
Yeah, I would say Tokyo was the best fan base wise, and just concert production wise. Um, it was very, for me, it was very fascinating because everyone there showed me so much love, and the promoters did a good job, obviously, of promoting
Yeah.
the entire tour, because it wasn't just me, it was other artists as well. And
Hmm.
they did such a good job that hey, the fans were just so happy and shocked that the artist came. One fan came up to me, she was like, oh my god, I'm so glad that you actually arrived out here, because a lot of artists get booked out here, but they don't actually come. So,
Really?
yeah,
Dang.
yeah. I was like, well, I'm here. I'm here.
So what for going into next?
You said, what do I look forward going into next year?
What do you have like it's like
Uh huh.
for the rest of the yeah, for the rest of the year and going into next year?
The rest of this year and next year, sorry, the rest of
Mhm.
this year and next year, just doing more shows and podcasting. Obviously, my own podcast, Diva Talk Tonight, or I'm sorry, not Diva Talk Tonight, just Diva Talk,
Diva
which is
talk.
on iHeartRadio, yeah, Spotify, Apple, or iTunes, all those guys. Probably the same platform
Yeah.
you're on. That, and then promoting my berets, Tams. We're back home now. We were on Amazon for a minute. Now we're back on the official website where people could purchase the berets on weartams.com.
You got your own brand. I know.
Yep, it's my own brand that I came up with, and because of this, I've been hosting fashion shows and working with a lot of models,
Yeah,
getting closer to a lot of friends, and yeah, it's been a blast.
that's dope. So the last question I want, any words of wisdom for anyone out there that is looking to do what you've done or what you're trying, your accomplishments of wisdom do you have for them?
Stay strong. And I don't mean to sound cliche when I say this, but keep believing in what you believe, because the world is an open space for you to walk in it, draw on it like a blank piece of paper,
Mm,
and you dictate what where you want your future to go and what you want to do.
mm. That's dope. Yeah. So, and lastly, what where can people find you if they online? Like, where can they find you if they want to get a hold of Keldamuzik? If they want to check out some of Kel, where would they get a hold of you at?
Yes, they could visit my official website. It's keldamuzik.com. That's KELDAMUZIK.com. You'll find all of my socials on there, updates on my latest music, TV, film projects, the Diva Outreach, which is my nonprofit,
Mm,
Diva Talk, obviously. Um, that's just the Kelda Music portal to go to get any info you need.
that's dope. So, giving us your time. I apologize for the technical difficulties. Just never know about this life. This up and down, but I think it was a dope. It will be then. There'll be a lot of that'll be and I'm looking forward to seeing the Hodges. I'm hearing about any more touring coming up. And like I said, we'll talk soon.
Okay, awesome. Well, I appreciate you. Have a good one.
All right,
All right, bye.
guys.
I know it feels like a lonely road when you're all alone. Just stay focused, stay in your zone, gotta keep control. You can't love nobody else if you can't love yourself. To change the future, be willing for we must change ourselves. I'm on a positive vibe. I got a positive vibe. Feeling positive vibe. From this positive vibe. Some days I feel like quitting, hard to focus through the pain, but the sun it keeps on rising even on a cloudy